This video is about famous Hollywood celebrities and people who passed away from May to June in 2001 in the United States. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Alen Francis. She was born in October 1907 and she died in May 2001. Her age was 93 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was Alzheimer's disease. Alen Francis was a beloved television personality and actress, best known for her long-time role as a panelist on the game show What's My Line? With a career spanning radio, stage, film, and television. She was known for her wit, charm, and grace. She broke ground for women in broadcasting and was one of the first female hosts of a network game show. Her legacy remains strong as a pioneer in early American television. Emkeline Koka. She was born in November 1908 and she died in June 2001. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was Alzheimer's disease. Emkeline Koka was a trailblazing comedian, best remembered for her iconic performances alongside Sid Caesar in Your Show of Shows. Known for her expressive face and comic timing, she was a major influence on generations of female comedians. Her career spanned vaudeville, television, and Broadway, and she earned numerous accolades, including Emmy and Peabody Awards. Koka's contributions helped shape early television comedy. Haney. She was born in March 1934 and she died in May 2001. Her age was 67 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart failure. Haney was a talented character actress known for her roles as firm yet enduring authority figures in popular films such as Mrs. Doubtfire and Liar Liar. With a career that included both films and television, she was often cast in memorable supporting roles. Her presence on screen brought warmth and authenticity, earning her a loyal fan following. Haney's work remains beloved by fans of 1990s cinema. OConnor. He was born in August 1924 and he died in June 2001. His age was 76 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack and complications from diabetes. O'Connor gained national fame as Archie Bunker on the groundbreaking sitcom All in the Family. The role earned him 5 Emmy Awards and transformed how controversial issues were addressed in television comedy. A skilled actor and producer, O'Connor also starred in the heat of the night. Off-screen, he was an advocate for drug awareness after his son's death. Jack Lemmon. He was born in February 1925 and he died in June 2001. His age was 76 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was bladder cancer. Jack Lemmon was a versatile and celebrated actor whose career spanned over 5 decades. Known for both comedic and dramatic roles, he starred in classics like Some Like It Hot and The Apartment. He won 2 Academy Awards and was highly respected among peers and critics alike. Lemmon brought depth and humanity to every role, leaving an indelible mark on American cinema. Quinn. He was born in April 1915 and he died in June 2001. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was respiratory failure. Quinn was a dynamic actor renowned for his powerful portrayals of larger-than-life characters in international cinema. He won 2 Academy Awards and was especially known for his roles in Zorba the Greek and Viva Zapata. With his commanding screen presence, Quinn embodied cultural complexity and charisma. He was also an accomplished writer and artist. Percy Ko. He was born in May 1912 and he died in May 2001. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was Alzheimer's disease. Percy Ko was a beloved crooner and television personality known for his smooth voice and relaxed style. He hosted a highly successful television variety show and sold millions of records worldwide. Hits like Catch a Falling Star made him a household name. Ko's career spanned over 5 decades and earned him Grammy and Emmy Awards. Harry Towns. He was born in September 1914 and he died in May 2001. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Harry Towns was a prolific character actor with over 200 television credits. Known for his cerebral and intense screen presence, he appeared in numerous classic television shows, including Star Trek, The Twilight Zone, and Perry Mason. Later in life, he became an ordained Episcopal priest, dedicating himself to spiritual service. Townes balanced faith and art throughout his life. Jason Miller, he was born in April 1939 and he died in May 2001. His age was 62 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Jason Miller was an acclaimed actor and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright. He gained fame for his role as Father Damien Karras in The Exorcist. His play, that championship season, earned him both a Pulitzer Prize and Tony Award. Miller was also active in theater direction and served as artistic director at the Scranton Public Theater. Whitman Mayo, he was born in November 1930 and he died in May 2001. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Whitman Mayo was best known for his role as the wise and eccentric Grady Wilson on the sitcom Sanford and Son. With a distinctive look and memorable delivery, he became a beloved television character actor. Mayo also appeared in films and taught drama at Clark Atlanta University. His contributions to comedy and education made him widely respected. John Hartford, he was born in December 1937 and he died in June 2001. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was non-Hodgkin lymphoma. John Hartford was a Grammy-winning musician best known for writing "Channel on My Mind," one of the most recorded songs in history. A multi-instrumentalist and steamboat enthusiast, he revitalized old-time music for new generations. His live performances combined storytelling, banjo, and humor. Hartford was a unique figure in American folk and bluegrass history. Joe Henderson, he was born in April 1937 and he died in June 2001. His age was 64 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was emphysema. Joe Henderson was a highly influential tenor saxophonist in modern jazz. Known for his distinctive tone and sophisticated improvisation, he collaborated with major artists including Horace Silver and Herbie Hancock. His career included acclaimed solo albums such as Page One and Lush Life. Henderson helped shape post-bop and brought intellectualism to jazz performance. Chet Atkins, he was born in June 1924 and he died in June 2001. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. Chet Atkins was a legendary guitarist and record producer who helped create the Nashville sound of country music. He influenced generations of musicians with his smooth finger-picking style. As a producer and performer, Atkins collaborated with countless stars including Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton. His work earned him multiple Grammy Awards and a place in the Country Music Hall of Fame. John Lee Hooker, he was born in August 1917 and he died in June 2001. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. John Lee Hooker was a foundational figure in the development of blues music. With his deep voice and rhythmic guitar playing, he brought Delta blues to the electric era. Songs like Boom Boom and Boogie Chillin' became anthems. He influenced countless rock and blues musicians and won multiple Grammy Awards. Hooker's legacy endures in modern music. Mortimer J. Adler, he was born in December 1902 and he died in June 2001. His age was 98 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Mortimer J. Adler was a renowned philosopher, educator, and advocate for the Great Books movement. He believed in making classical education accessible to all and promoted deep, critical thinking. Adler helped edit the Encyclopedia Britannica and co-founded the Center for the Study of the Great Ideas. His writings shaped liberal education in the 20th century. William H. Sewell, he was born in November 1909 and he died in June 2001. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. William H. Sewell was a leading sociologist who contributed significantly to the study of education, social mobility, and stratification. A professor at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, he developed key models for studying social class and mobility. His empirical research shaped generations of social scientists. Sewell was also a mentor to many in the academic community. George Evans, he was born in February 1920 and he died in June 2001. His age was 81 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was undisclosed. George Evans was a prominent illustrator known for his work on aviation-themed comic books. He contributed to EC Comics titles like Frontline Combat and Two-Fisted Tales. Evans was celebrated for his realism and technical precision in aviation art. He also worked for Classics Illustrated and various romance and horror titles. Hank Ketchum, he was born in March 1920 and he died in June 2001. His age was 81 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was prostate cancer. Hank Ketchum was a creator of the iconic comic strip Dennis the Menace, which debuted in 1951 and quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. His witty storytelling and lively illustrations charmed readers for decades. Ketchum also worked in animation for Walt Disney during the Second World War. His work remains a staple in comic strip history. John F. Yardley, he was born in February 1925 and he died in June 2001. His age was 76 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was cancer. John F. Yardley was an aerospace pioneer who played a major role in America's manned space programs, including Gemini, Apollo, and the Space Shuttle. As a NASA executive and engineer, he was instrumental in missions, planning, and systems design. Yardley also served as president of McDonnell Douglas Aeronautics. His legacy lives on in the history of space flight. Douglas Adams, he was born in March 1952 and he died in May 2001. His age was 49 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was heart attack. Douglas Adams was a brilliant satirist and science fiction author, best known for The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The series became a cult classic in books, radio, television, and film. Adams was noted for his wit, philosophical humor, and inventive storytelling. His influence extends far beyond sci-fi into broader pop culture and tech philosophy. Victor Kiam, he was born in December 1926 and he died in May 2001. His age was 74 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was heart failure. Victor Kiam was an entrepreneur famous for the slogan, "I liked it so much, I bought the company." In Remington's shaver commercials, a dynamic businessman, he turned Remington around with innovative marketing. Kiam also owned the New England Patriots for several years. His success story was widely studied in business circles. Timothy McVeigh, he was born in April 1968 and he died in June 2001. His age was 33 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was execution by lethal injection. Timothy McVeigh was responsible for the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing, one of the deadliest acts of domestic terrorism in the United States history. The act killed 168 people and shocked the nation. McVeigh cited anti-government motives. He was captured shortly after and executed in 2001. His actions promoted major changes in United States security and anti-terror policy. Donald J. Cran, he was born in April 1919 and he died in June 2001. His age was 82 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was cancer. Donald J. Cran was awarded the Nobel Prize for his groundbreaking work in host-guest chemistry. A professor at the UCLA, he was known for his innovative molecular designs and teaching prowess. His contributions advanced organic and supramolecular chemistry. Cran's work inspired countless researchers worldwide. Wesley B Gibson, he was born in April 1917 and he died in May 2001. His age was 84 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was stroke. Wesley B Gibson was a visionary economist and longtime executive at Vittel, a major R&D organization. He helped develop international business ties and supported scientific innovation during the Cold War. Gibson also promoted global trade and technology transfer. His work helped shape United States economic diplomacy. Charles Black, he was born in September 1915 and he died in May 2001. His age was 85 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was cancer. Charles Black was a leading constitutional law expert and civil rights advocate. He contributed to the legal strategy in Brown versus Board of Education and taught at Yale Law School for decades. Black's eloquent legal writings influenced generations of lawyers. He was also an accomplished poet and thinker. Morris Graves, he was born in August 1910 and he died in May 2001. His age was 90 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was stroke. Morris Graves was a key figure in the Northwest School of Modern Art, blending mysticism with Asian aesthetics. His introspective and symbolic paintings often featured birds and spiritual themes. Graves represented the United States at international art shows and exhibited widely. His works are held in top museums including MoMA and the Smithsonian. Cliff Hillegas, he was born in April 1918 and he died in May 2001. His age was 83 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Cliff Hillegas was the founder of Cliff's Notes, a study guide series that helped millions of students understand literature. Starting in his basement, he built an educational empire. Though controversial among teachers, Cliff's Notes became a cultural staple. Hillegas remained committed to academic support throughout his life. Mike Manzer, he was born in November 1951 and he died in June 2001. His age was 49 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was heart failure. Mike Manzer was a professional bodybuilder and advocate of the heavy-duty training method. Known for his philosophical approach and impressive physique, he was the 1979 Mr. Olympia heavyweight winner. Manzer later became a writer and trainer, influencing bodybuilding with his high-intensity training principles. His early death was mourned by the fitness world. Elana L Dietrich, she was born in July 1912 and she died in May 2001. Her age was 88 at the time of her death and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Elana L Dietrich was a gifted soprano who performed with the Metropolitan Opera and other major companies in the mid-20th century. Known for her powerful voice and dramatic presence, she specialized in Wagnerian and romantic roles. Her performances were widely acclaimed across the United States and Europe. After retiring, she mentored young singers and taught voice. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.